to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down to...
Hey everyone, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's been really requested that I do a day in my life vlog, so that's what I'm going to be doing here today. I do have to say I don't have the most interesting life out there. I'm sitting in my home office currently, and this is where you're gonna see a lot of the vlog because this is where I spend most of my day. But I was getting asked a lot of questions of just how do I balance out my day, you know, when do I work in certain things that I do, because I have a pretty busy work schedule. I do a lot of different things and I have to balance them all between the day. I'm also a dog mom. Aries is in my chair right here. I'm a wife and all of that. I was getting asked a lot of questions of how I balance everything and just kind of like what my daily routine looks like. I got asked a lot about like fitness and things like that, so I'm going to show you like some of my workouts too. So yeah, I'm just going to be walking you through my day. I hope maybe I can make this vlog as interesting as I can. I do also want to say a portion of this video is going to be sponsored by Home Chef, which is really exciting for me. I've worked with Home Chef in the past. I order Home Chef through myself. My husband and I spend our own money on Home Chef, and we have loved the service. It is a meal delivery service, so every week, unless one of us is traveling a lot, which we do, both Mitch and I, but as long as we're going to be home for the majority of the week and the two of us together, we'll order typically 2 meals, sometimes 3 meals, and you know, I'll show you like the unboxing, and you know, I'll try to get us like cooking and things like that, and just showing how it kind of plays into our daily routine. So yeah, definitely a big thank you to Home Chef for working with me on this video. I really enjoyed the service. I've done a video all about my experience with it, signing up for the first time, ordering, getting the box and all of that. So I'll have that video listed down below in case you're curious. I also do have the $30 coupon code for your first box if you're interested in signing up for yourself, if it's something that you think would work out for you in your life and all of that. I will definitely have that down in the description box as well. But yeah, I did want to say that because I will jump into some parts of Home Chef down the line here as I get the box in and as we start making our first meal too. So my home office, I'm intensely proud of it because yeah, because it's my space. I mean, this place is where I spend the majority of my hours every single day, and I'm really proud of it. It is extremely messy right now. I have a bunch of different giveaways going on. I was doing some decluttering to give a few things to like friends and family members. So I have different boxes all over the room. I have envelopes stacked in a corner because I'm waiting to get my box of books from the printer. Any day now, any day, for people who have ordered my 7th novel that just came out. So I have all of the envelopes already addressed. So I have like, you know, personal addresses out. So I don't really want to do like a full scan of this. I have a video from like last year of after we repainted this office. This used to be a red office and I hated it. Especially in the winter. I felt like I was in a cave. It was so dark. So we repainted it to this kind of like light blue / gray last year, and then after we did that, you know, since we had to take everything out, after we put everything back in, I did like a little tour of it. So I'll have that video linked down below if you want to see it. But it's a really, I mean, it's a small space. I don't have a ton of room for activities in here, but this is where I work, this is where I film, this is where I have everything stored. And yeah, so yeah, this is where I am the majority of the day. Typically when I come down in the morning, you know, I'll feed Aries and I'll let her outside. And then if you can see, she's on my chair with me right now. If I can, yep, there she is. Okay, so she's on the chair with me right now. And this is how we start our mornings. You know, I'll typically sit down at my laptop, I'll go through emails, you know, I'll check notifications of social media, etc. I'll be checking my phone. Typically around 9 a.m. is when I upload my YouTube video. 9 a.m. CST is when I upload my YouTube video in the morning. So I'll be watching for comments and, you know, just sharing on other social media sites that I have shared a video and all of that. And then throughout the day, I mean, I always give myself like to-do lists. I have certain things that I need to get done that day. I have certain things that I want to get done that day. So I just kind of am looking at my to-do list and seeing what it is that I need to get done, what needs to get prioritized first, etc. And then if I need to, I'll be running any errands. Some days I don't leave my house at all. Multiple days I don't leave my house at all. But I do intermittent fasting. I don't think I've ever talked about this anywhere. But I've been doing intermittent fasting for several months now, so I typically don't have breakfast. I had gotten into a point where I was going to a gas station almost every single morning for either a coffee, a slice of breakfast pizza, you know, just some sort of like breakfast sandwich, something like that. And it was just like, not only was I spending a lot of money, because you know it gets expensive to do that, but it just wasn't a great way to start off my day. And as I started hearing people talk more about intermittent fasting, I did a lot of research on it because the words sounded kind of intimidating to me, just like fasting. I was like, what is that? So I did a lot of research on the topic, and I thought that it would be something that could work for me. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because, you know, you got to do your own thing and you got to do what works best for you. But I'd say if you're interested, to go ahead and like Google it and do your own research, because that's just what I did. I do like to do my workouts in the morning. I just feel like once I get into the groove of getting ready, filming, you know, I don't like to work out and makeup, things like that. So I typically will work out in the morning after I post my YouTube video and spend some time answering comments, etc. So it's usually between like 9:30 and 10 o'clock that I will do my first workout. I've moved into my living room because this is where I do my workouts. This is my trainer. This is my personal trainer. Her name is Aries, and we work out together every day. But no, I do all of my workouts from home. I don't go to a gym. I don't have a personal trainer or anything like that besides Aries. I just prefer to work out at home. It's just been my preference for a really long time. I just like being in my own space. I like, you know, because my work schedule is different every day, I never really know when my breaks are gonna come. So to like schedule a class or time with someone else, I just don't think that would work out for me. Luckily, I enjoy fitness. I always have. I've always been, you know, fairly into workouts and yoga and things like that. So I'm self-motivated enough to be able to work out at my home, but I know that it's definitely not for everybody. I also enjoy that, you know, it's free for me to work out at home, so that helps a lot. I've kind of added, you know, pieces here and there. My dream is to like have a home gym one day. I think that would be amazing, but you know, I have things like kettlebells and free weights, and I have some bands that I'll show you. You know, I have my yoga mat, etc. But yeah, I really like working out at home, and it's just my preference. So every day I do practice yoga. I just do like a really quick morning routine. Sometimes I'll do it like right after I get on my computer and I've done a few things, and I'll be like, okay, I have a few minutes, I'm gonna go do yoga. Sometimes I'll do it right before I do my, you know, chosen workout for the day, but I always like to do this, you know, sometimes in the morning, because it gives me, you know, it's a chance to stretch my body. It's a chance to just breathe, to kind of focus, figure out, you know, set my intentions for the day and things like that. I've started practicing yoga probably like 6 or 7 years ago, and it's actually been like life-changing in a lot of different ways for me. I thought about doing like a charity video about that once, and just kind of how like yoga really turned things around for me personally in my life, which sounds weird because, you know, it's yoga, but there's a lot more that goes into it than just, you know, hitting a pose or, you know, a balance or things like that. So I always warm up. I change my yoga warm up every single month. I'll incorporate new moves that I'm trying to work on, you know, between like balance poses and strength poses and things like that. But yeah, it's something that I like to warm up with. Sometimes at night I'll do a little bit more of a longer yoga routine, and not anything like really, since I've been practicing for so many years, I kind of know what I want to do, what I want to work on, and I'll just kind of do whatever flow feels right for me. I do, for my actual workout, I use the app Grokker. I've talked about Grokker in the past. I've done like some fitness videos in the past, and I've talked about Grokker. And they're just one of my favorite websites. It's really how I discovered yoga all those years ago, and they have some really good trainers over there. I wasn't sure how the lighting was, so I tried to like switch it up. So I mean, forgive me, but you know, it is a vlog, so it's not like quite as you know, well as my other videos where I'm sitting in front of a light and, you know, all of that. But yeah, so I've been using Grokker for many years. I'll have a link down below. I am an affiliate with Grokker, so if you do decide to join with it, I do get a commission off of that. It is a paid website, so you do pay for a membership, but you get you know, you get access to so many different workouts, whatever types of workouts that you want. But my link would be for a free, I believe it's 2-week trial. So you don't have to put a credit card down or anything like that. And you can see if it would work for you. You know, if you're someone who goes to the gym or you have a trainer, it probably wouldn't be the best for you because you're already doing that. But if you like working from home and you like kind of like a flexibility, you like to create your own schedule, I would definitely suggest it because it's what I do. You know, if you follow me on like Insta stories, I typically try to share whatever workout that I'm doing. There's some great trainers over there. Some of my favorites are Sarah Cush. She is so freaking hard, but so good. Pace and Go, it's a duo, guy girl duo. They are so good. I'm currently doing one of their programs now. Laura Burkhart is a great yoga instructor. Celeste Piera is probably my favorite yoga instructor. And they have some great videos, but you can go from this like educational to, you know, maybe you don't need, like, especially with yoga, if you kind of move out of that beginner stage, you know, there's intermediate, there's advanced yoga, you know, there's all different kinds of cardio, you know, stress relief, back pain, I mean, everything. They have recipes over there. So it's a really cool website, and it's just what I've been using for several years. So that's really solely what I do. So I either make up my own yoga routines, you know, sometimes I'll be doing a yoga you know, session through Grokker, or I'm doing more like cardio based moves again through Grokker. I put everything on my schedule, and I just like schedule out, you know, you have a calendar in Grokker, and then I just follow my calendar along. So like I said, I'm currently doing the Pace and Go, but another thing that I do is I recently bought these peach bands. I talked about them once in a video. So I think it's like 4 or 5, I think it's 4 different bands, and you have like easy, medium, hard, extra heavy, or like light, medium, heavy, extra heavy, or something like that. And they came in like this little bag. I got mine off Amazon. I want to say they were like 17 bucks or something like that. It wasn't bad at all. But they are just like resistance bands. So they again come in a variety of different like weights and such. I'm currently using the heavy band. I haven't worked fully up to the extra heavy yet, so I use the heavy band on my legs, and then if I'm doing anything for my arms, I typically will do medium. So those are kind of the bands that I'm working on now, but I really enjoy these, especially if you're trying to like work on your lower body, your booty, and all of that. I definitely recommend these. They also have a great Instagram, because what I do, because I'm like super fancy, I write down a list of exercises on this post-it note, and then I just follow along the poses. So that's actually what I'm doing today. That's where I'm at. I typically go back and forth between my peach bands workout and then something on Grokker. If I have a day where I can fit in a double workout, I'll do both of them. But you know, also with the yoga that I do, I don't feel the need to get burned out. Today's is the peach bands. So like I said, I just make my own list. A lot of times I look at the peach bands Instagram, so I'll have that link too, and I find moves that look really cool and that I want to try, and I'll do them, or I'll just Google like butt exercises with resistance bands, you know, thigh exercises with resistance bands and things like that. And then I will complete them. I typically do 2 like strength exercises with the band, and then I'll do some sort of cardio move, 2 strength moves, then a cardio move, and I go back and forth because I feel like I need to get cardio in every single day. I want to get my heart rate up every single day. So that's how I try to work in my cardio, and then I go ahead and repeat. I typically do between like 10 to 20 reps of each move. And then I repeat the entire segment. So that's what I do. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. So I'll just run through and show you what I do for yoga, and then also for the peach bands, but that's a little bit about my fitness and what I do for that. So let's get into it. How's it going? Okay, so I did do a shower after my workout, so I have wet hair now. I've started to like kind of get ready. I'm gonna film an Instagram tutorial today, so I'm just doing some of my face, and then I'm gonna mostly concentrate it on like my eyes and such for the video. So I'm just getting ready for that. So I have like foundation, concealer, and brows on, and yeah, I'm getting ready to eat lunch. But all I really do in between like working out and then getting ready to film is work. Again, I just go off of like what's priority. I typically do anything for like my books in the morning, because once I start getting ready for filming and then start filming for YouTube, which I film every day Monday through Friday for YouTube, once I start doing that, then I'm pretty much focused all on that. And then again, it's not until night that I start, you know, working on like admin and like book stuff again. So that's really all I'm doing right now, is getting some work caught up with, doing some emails, following up some stuff with my latest book release, and that's about it. And then I'm gonna eat some lunch and start filming. Pretty much every day consists of some sort of sandwich and chips. Today I have a tuna sandwich with Doritos and some water, and then I read while I eat. So my Home Chef box just got delivered, so I thought I'd do this little unboxing here. So when you have your order, they have these recipe cards right on top. So we got the salmon with miso butter, and then also the spinach artichoke chicken. We're a big fan. We order salmon almost every time they have them available, because we really enjoyed the salmon, and then I'm a big fan of chicken, so got some chicken. So this is what the box looks like, and the meals come in these little bags here, and they're all marked. So that's the spinach artichoke chicken. So that's everything for there. So I'll just pop that into the fridge. And then this one here is the salmon with the miso butter. And then the actual like meat is farther down here in the package. So they have like the ice packs on it and everything. And then if you just keep digging down a little bit, then we have our chicken and our salmon in here. On the recipe cards, they'll list everything that's in the box, and then they also list the prep and cook time, which is good to know. And then I also like the cook within days, because that's usually how we choose which one we're gonna eat first. So usually the salmon is always the quicker one. So the salmon is 3 days, and then the chicken is 5 days. So we would go ahead and enjoy the salmon first, which is usually what we like to do anyways. So that's kind of nice with the recipe cards. And then I'll go through once we're actually cooking, but they just have everything step by step down here. They have all of like the photos, so you can kind of have a guide to what you're doing. So yeah, I'll be back with the Home Chef portion in a while when we are going to make our salmon. Hello again. So I just got finished filming for my Instagram video, and I'm getting ready to film for this week's Will I Buy It video. Now I get a lot of questions about like my filming setup and all of that, so I thought I would show you. So this is what I see when I'm filming. I have this big window here in my office, which is fabulous, especially before I had any lighting. I relied solely on my window. Look at our pretty tree, and the neighbor's pretty tree. Yeah, I relied solely on my window. If there was not light that day, I was not filming that day. So luckily now I typically just film with this ring light in front of me, and sometimes if it's super dark, I'll put maybe a softbox over here and I'll point it toward the ceiling, or I'll try to put it behind me, but my office is not big enough, and a lot of times if I try to put a softbox behind me, you can see it in the video. So that doesn't really work the best, but that's typically what I do for lighting. This is a Diva ring light. I can link it below. This is just my tripod from Amazon. My mom got it for me for like a birthday or a Christmas gift or something. I think it's pretty inexpensive, so I'll link that down below as well. So I sit on this bar stool. I get a lot of questions of, do I stand or sit in my videos? I sit, but I sit on like a pretty tall bar stool, but that's it. I don't have a table in front of me. I don't have a table or like a vanity or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much my filming setup. I have to, you know, set everything up and then take everything down, put the bar stool back in the kitchen, put my tripod away, my lights away, all of that. So I don't have anything where it's like just always set up for me because this is my only, you know, space is my small office. But that's okay. It's been working for me for a while, so that's fine. The camera I use is the Sony a5100. I'm really hoping to upgrade sometime soon, but cameras are just so pricey and they only just keep getting more expensive. So I really want to upgrade it soon because I can only film for about 15 to 17 minutes on this camera. Then it overheats, I have to take a break, and it makes filming really, really long. Because typically when I'm waiting, I start doing something else and then I get caught up in that and then I have to come back and have to remember where I left off. It's very confusing. So one day I'm gonna upgrade this camera and then hopefully be able to use this as like a vlogging camera. I don't like to vlog or take this camera with me because if anything were to happen or it would get damaged or something like that, I don't have a camera to film YouTube videos. So that would suck. But yeah, I usually start getting ready to film right after lunch. Sometimes I film, you know, a makeup tutorial for Instagram. Sometimes I'm filming 2 videos for YouTube in one day because I do post 6 or 7 days a week. I only want to film Monday through Friday, so sometimes I do have to do 2 videos. Typically, if I'm doing something like a get ready with me or trying new makeup, I'll go ahead and do my makeup on camera for YouTube, and then I'll go ahead and film like the next video on my schedule. So typically from about noon to 3:30, 4 o'clock is when I'm working on YouTube. It's when I'm working on filming and getting ready, editing, looking over my calendar, brainstorming, making my list for videos, things like that. So it's a pretty big chunk of my day that's dedicated pretty much solely to YouTube. I'm not really working on anything else during those hours. And then of course later in the evening, you know, I'm still trying to edit, fill out description boxes, you know, catch up on social media and things like that. But for at least a solid 4, sometimes even 5 hours, depending on what all I have to do that day, that is dedicated solely to YouTube. I need some water. Haven't even started filming yet and I gotta film the Will I Buy It. I gotta talk a lot. So yeah, that's a little bit about YouTube and my filming schedule. But I just got done filming for my Will I Buy It video, so I have a little bit of time before my husband gets home. But basically what I'm doing now is just filling out the description box and then just trying to keep up on social media. Like I said, I spend the majority of my day at my desk here. And that's about it. But once he does get home, we are going to make some dinner. So like I did mention in the beginning, that a portion of this video is going to be sponsored by Home Chef, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So we're going to make one of our dinners tonight. We're probably going to make the salmon first. Like I said, I do have a whole video talking about Home Chef, my experience, you know, like signing up, how the boxes work and all of that. So I'll definitely have that down below. I'll have the link with the discount code down below as well. If again, like I said, if you follow my Insta stories, I like to post photos of the meals that we're eating. They really make me feel like I'm like a real chef or something. Like I don't know how to cook. I mean, you see my lunch every day is a sandwich and chips. Okay, like how excited. Like I work from home. Like I could make myself meals for lunch, but like no, that doesn't work out. So like it makes me feel like a real chef, and it's just fun to get a different variety because Mitch and I definitely get stuck on our ways. We eat the same things. Neither of us grocery shop well, I would say. We have not figured out the art of grocery shopping, so we eat the same things over and over. So typically per serving, it's like $9.95, so $10 a serving. We typically do 2 servings of each meal, so we each have one. And some people are saying like, you know, is that more expensive? And I genuinely don't think it is because a lot of times, like I was saying, we don't grocery shop well. So we go out to eat quite a bit. And I really appreciate that Home Chef has cut down on that because we did go out to eat the other night. We went to the Cheesecake Factory, okay? The Cheesecake Factory. And I got like chicken parm and he got a pasta as well. And we each had 2 drinks and our bill was $70. $70. And that was before the tip. I didn't get any cheesecake that night because our bill was $70. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Or we could order Home Chef and spend $20. Like, I don't know. It's just wild to me. And you know, of course it varies like where you live and everything like that and regions and everything. But I'm just like, I can't handle going out to eat anymore. And it's just way, way too expensive. So I really like that you get a different variety with the different Home Chef meals. You know, there's the salmon and the chicken. There's meat in there. There's pasta options. I mean, when you fill out your taste profile, you can put in there if you have any like dietary restrictions, vegetarian, allergies, you know, anything like that. But yeah, we really enjoy it. So I've been really happy with it. I'm really happy to work with them on another video because like I said, it's something that Mitch and I, we spend our own money on it. And we're really happy with it. Both of us are. So I thought I could show you a little cooking. My husband, he's not really like, you know, he's not like a camera guy, but he has agreed to do some cooking. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna try my best to like crop him as much as I can just to make him feel a little bit more comfortable, but we do like to cook these together. It's nice to be able to do something together in the kitchen. You know, sometimes he likes to take over because he actually enjoys cooking where I do not, but I'll just sit and, you know, chat with them and catch up and all of that. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that at home, not have to leave our dog and go out to eat somewhere. So yeah, if you have any other questions on Home Chef, just let me know. Thank you to them for working with me on this portion of the video, and let's get cooking. So I'm actually gonna end the vlog here because for the majority of my night, I either hang out here in the living room with Mitch and Aries, or I'm in my office working. That's about it. I don't really do anything like during the week that's really fun or anything. So I'm just gonna end it here because otherwise you're just gonna see us chilling in the living room for like hours. So not really super exciting, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the vlog. Somewhat. I hope you found it interesting, or just, I don't know, somewhat insightful on my days and how I plan and schedule everything and all of that. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I would say if you want to see another vlog from me, let me know, but it would really be the same thing. Again, like I said, I'm hoping if I can upgrade my camera sometime soon, I can vlog more if I do anything, you know, fun. Like I just did like the Gen Beauty, but again, I didn't want to take this camera in case anything will happen to it, but you know, maybe I can vlog more someday. So okay, so Aries is ready to peace out, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. You know, a big thank you to Home Chef for working with me on this video. Make sure to check that link down below. And other than that, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.